Live from Amazon Game Studios, Orange County, you're watching Throwdown Thursday. I'm Mr. Sill.
And I'm Berserker Mike.
Mike, we have gone through the summer school now for about 3 weeks. We are almost at an end. There's only 1 week left. That is next week, which is the final exam. But this week we have an exciting matchup. We saw the Four Pillars, they are our UCI team, compete against the Devs last week and barely lost.
Barely. It was
Barely.
such a close competition. I think a matter of coaching came down to the wire, but awesome stuff.
Yeah, we had the Cadabble team, which was the Breakaway Office League Season 3 champions. They were coached by Vicious with a little substitution in there, adding some Bow. So good news there. Bow leads the team with Vicious to win. And tonight, though, the Four Pillars are up against their greatest challenge as of yet. An all-star team comprised of the Devs, picked hand-selected, I should say.
Hand-selected.
By Gucci Pants. Surprising he did not choose himself.
Have you seen him play lately?
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. You know, Eric has a lot of responsibilities. The Gooch makes us look good, makes this whole production sing. But he chose a powerful team.
He did. Before we get to that, though, let's give a shout-out to our sponsor, Asus, the official monitor and system provider of Breakaway. The VG248QE is a 24-inch monitor well-known in the competitive scene in esports for its 144 Hz refresh rate with 1 millisecond response time. And, of course, you got that G11 desktop. It sheds light on uncompromising performance. This powerful machine allows you to play Breakaway without sacrificing your gameplay experience and giving you the ability to stream in the best possible quality. Mike, over the past couple weeks since we've launched the alpha in June, we have been showing people updates to the various warriors. People have been getting makeovers. Well, tonight, we have a very special makeover because the UI gets a makeover. Why don't you walk us through it?
That's absolutely correct, Sil. As you can see from the home page, right when you land into the game, you can see a lot of things got rearranged. So now your menu options are actually to the left side of the screen. So hopefully very clearly you can see there's the play button, there's the Warriors tab, there's a help tab, and then there's quit. I don't know why you'd ever do that, but it's there if you need it. Then down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you can see where your options are and how much experience and currency you've been earning through the matches you've played. Now, please, sir, drive me to the Warriors tab. Excellent. As you can see here, we have a brand new layout so you can review your warriors. You have your melee, fighter, and assassin classes along the top row. Down below, you start to see where your tank classes fill in. Below that, your shooting classes, so your nukers, your long-ranged. And then right below that, we have our supports, so healers, debuffers, etc.
And I noticed, Mike, there are 16 boxes here. Is that a sign of things to come?
Potentially. It's a little bit of foreshadowing, but I'd say 16 is a small number. Ooh. And we go to the right side. We can also see this is where you're going to select your skin options, your taunts, your weapons as you unlock them, and then also you can assign your relic perks. As we fly through this, you can see, there's an awesome new outfit for Kyra. I myself think that gold is pretty awesome. And so this is a small taste of things to come as we continue to beautify during the alpha.
All right, very nice, Mike. Now, next week, should we tease next week? Who's getting beautified next week? Because there's only one left.
There's one left from that core 9. I think everyone at home can guess who it is, and I think it's something special, and you're going to be very excited.
That was your visual hint right
Visual
there.
hint. It's a lot more than you think. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm very excited for everyone to play this.
All right, well, we have an exciting matchup here, as we mentioned. It is the Four Pillars, our UCI esports team, facing off against the Dev Team All-Star. Let's introduce the Four Pillars. Kicking off for the Four Pillars, we have the number 1 chair, a third year now. It is back for more action, Damien the Man.
He was formerly known as Damien the Boy, but in this arena, here in Orange County, California, he's Damien the Man. And I expect more tank play out of Damien the Man. He'd been playing with Merrick, and I've seen a little bit of Thorgrim. So for sure, there we go. Tank play and Thorgrim. That pick is in.
In the number 2 spot for the UCI team, a man who we have seen time and time again wreck the havoc and pain as Karin. It is Locktran, the business econ major in his 4th year.
Locktran, shot caller, master manipulator. He loves pressing the action. But you know what? He's been doing some different stuff lately. I could see a Rollins pick.
Ooh.
And not just a Karin. So let's see if he comes in with Rollins or is he going to go Karin?
Hurry up, you got to pick one. What's it going to be?
He's got to pick. He's got to pick.
What do you?
I'm going to go Rollins.
All right. Ooh.
Let's see if he led me astray.
Oh! Well done.
Rollins, here we go.
Apparently, Locktran came here all the way from the Bay Area.
That's how
Flew
much
down just to play on Throwdown Thursday.
How much he loves Breakaway, or at least challenging Bow.
Why don't you guys tell us where you're coming in to watch Throwdown Thursday? Give us a shout out. Maybe we'll call it out on air. Next up, in the number 3 chair, we have the grad student. Give it up for the comp game sci major. It is Nibs.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Is Nibs going to go for an Argus pick, or is he going to go for more backline damage? Because he has played Kyra before. I think he's going to want to do damage. I'm going to go Argus. Oh, way off. I was way off. This is going to be interesting.
This is the first time we've seen the 4 pillars roll with a healer.
That is true. Maybe they want more of that sustain. At the end of last week's matches, it seemed to be an issue. So that's actually a really solid pick, going with the Alona.
All right, and finally, in the number 4 spot, we have the Comp Sci Major. Give it up for the 4th year, Frostalicious.
Frostalicious loves doing damage. He picked a lot of Jara when we were playing on, was it Shrine of Aros? So he might go Jara and switch back and forth with the Jara pick, potentially Argus pick. There's the Argus pick.
You snuck that in there, Mike.
Well, I had a feeling.
I will give that to you.
I had a feeling.
All right, that is your team, the 4 pillars. They are coached by, tonight, Latman, the undeclared 2nd year.
Latman, tank player himself, so he knows how to follow the relic, follow the action. Oh, he's just happy to be here, folks. So he'll be calling out action for his team, calling out relic locations and when to fall back and what buildables need to be taken down.
All right, there it is, folks. That is your UCI team. What do you think about the surprise Alona edition?
I actually like that pick. Yeah. Very balanced team if you think about it. So they have a tank with Thorgrim, good ring out potential in either of the maps. Rollins play, so build down buildables, do a lot of like in and out backline damage, and then Argus pick. Tons of damage that you can do. A lot of rush down, chasing after people. You want to chase after whatever Bones is doing, you want to be on top of him, and I think that's what Frostalicious' game is going to be.
All right, well, let's introduce the Dev All-Stars. In the leadoff spot, everyone's favorite All-Star, Butterbeanie!
Butterbeanie for president. I'm expecting to see some Alona play. She's an Alona expert. We could maybe see some additional support, but I really think she's going to stick with her guns.
There it is, Alona.
There it is, Alona.
You know it's a strange day if she picks anyone other than Alona here on Throwdown Thursday.
She's smiling. She's ready to do some damage.
In the number 2 seat, next to Butterbeanie, we have Bones.
Now, this guy, so tricky. He could go for another side pick. He could go to the Merrick pick, or he could do Corinne. And he might want to send a statement. I'm going to say Corinne. I'm going to say Corinne. Let's see if he does it.
Oh,
no, he does
going
the side
for the
pick.
Side pick. Look at that. Sai is the warrior we introduced last week. He is a redesign of Victor, for those of you following along at home. And the number 3 chair, man, back in the Throwdown Thursday seat. Give it up for Thrillhouse.
So they already have backline healing and damage dealing. Now, I don't know if he's played tank recently, so we could see an Argus pick, potentially a Kyra pick, but I'm going to put my money on Argus. Oh, so interesting. There's a lot of range there. So now I'll be absolutely shocked if Bao's pick comes in and it's not tanky.
And the number 4 chair, you called it. I don't know where his picture is, but we got the real thing. So who needs it? Give it up for Bao.
Oh, it's like twins. Wait a minute.
Why is Bao all red?
He's an emoji himself.
He got some sunburn here, but he's got the jersey. Look at that. Reppin'. The Miss DJM jersey. Too bad he lost in the finals of the Breakaway Office League Season 3.
Ow, still
but
shots fired.
The jersey is still cool. Looks
Argus.
like he is rolling with Argus.
This is a crazy team. No tank. They're going all like damage with the sustain coming from Butterbeanie, so she's going to have to be on her A game. This is an interesting lineup.
This is definitely the YOLO team on the dev side. They are pulling out all the stops. They want to get that quick win. Let us know what you think. Who will win? And let's introduce the coach of the Breakaway Office League of Breakaway Dev All-Stars, Boba Fett.
A man of many words or almost none. Boba Fett just brings that cool, collected demeanor, and he's ready to coach up his team.
All right. we are showing you guys the Shrine of Oros redesigned because the map also got a lift today in this week's build. So we're going to show you that and kick it off starting in the Shrine of Oros.
So the Shrine of Oros, Oros the Immortal overlooks the competition, and this is the brand new shrine. So updated for visibility, for team play, so you can see both sides very clearly. A lot less visual noise. And here we go, back into the action.
As we go back, all right, we see action happening here on the base in the middle of the map of Shrine of Oros. Good pass up there to Frostalicious. Frostalicious doing the Oros slide. Does complete the jump. He loses control of the relic momentarily, picks up his own rebound, goes over to Damien the boy, loses control of it now as Bao has the relic, takes it back to midfield, does get stopped, forcing that fumble. There are 3 ways you win here in Breakaway. The first way is you take that relic, that's that glowing ball, you bring that into your opponent's base to score. That's the primary way you win in Breakaway. Another way to win is you wipe out the entire opponent team. As you see there, you see a Kyra down on the top left of your screen. She's out for 11 seconds. If you wipe out the entire team before they can respawn, that's the second way to win a Breakaway. We will talk about the third way to win as time ticks down in this round with only 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. This is game 1, round 1 of our best of 5 series here between the 4 pillars in red and the Dev All-Stars in blue.
Now the Dev All-Stars, they're very squishy. They need to be careful on these pushes. If they don't get a score, they need to fall out.
We see Locktran making that Oros jump there. He gets pushed off the map by Bao. He's out for 8 seconds. And now we see Bones with control of the relic, using a nice orb there. Nice job there firing off the wild orb. That is one of the special abilities of Psy. Every warrior in Breakaway has 3 abilities, one of them being their ultimate.
And what we saw earlier from Argus for that ring out was his For Glory. He has that utility to ring out. Maybe not as many tools as, say, Thorgrim, but enough to keep people on the edge when they're near those sides of the arena.
So a nice jump pass there from Nibs up to his teammate. Went back to Nibs before he lost control of it. With Butterbeanie now picking up the ball. She passes upfield to Bones. Bones tries to dump it off there. Does get stopped, though, as Bao was getting hit while the relic was coming at him, so he was unable to pick that up.
We also see 4 Pillars has secured the red buff, and that gives your team 15% bonus damage. Everyone on your team gets that damage for the round.
Relic calling out of bounds, forced to respawn right where it was before. As we see action in midfield, Damien the boy with control of the relic dumps it off there to Frostalicious. Frostalicious very low on health. He's forced to retreat. Waiting for his healer Nibs to give him some love there. You saw that Radiance getting fired off by Nibs. Good work there. Damien the boy up the middle. He's going to go up the right side now. Does get stopped in the action, but not before he gets to do a back toss and a rib splitter.
Oh, Locktran on the move, trying to score.
Oh, Butterbeanie coming up with the save there. Butterbeanie, amazing defender here. You watch to see a lot of saves from Butterbeanie here today. As we see action now from Thrillhouse, getting stopped by the Retribution of Argus. Retribution, the ultimate ability of Argus, is when he jumps up with those 2 swords, lifts you up and slams you back down.
Now Bones on the advance, didn't have an opportunity to use the slide. They missed it, so they can't do the Shrine of Oros jump. Nibs trying to reverse action, but getting stopped by Just Call Me Bao and Thrillhouse.
Yeah, Locktran trying to help his friend out there. We're down to 59 seconds left to go. You see the center line activated. That's that gold line in the middle of the map there. You need to cross that line to get it closer to your opponent's base, and that is the third way you win here in Breakaway. Damien the boy very low on health. He goes down. Very dangerous to be low on health right now, as look at 2 members of 4 pillars are very, very low on health, and we're down to 40 seconds left to go. You see Bones with control of the relic. He is in scoring position here as the time ticks down to 0. If the blue team, the Dev All-Stars, can keep the relic on this side of the map, they will get the first point here in this best of 5 series. We see action happening, getting closer and closer to midfield. Locktran crosses the center plane, gets a nice pushback, though, from the Dev All-Stars, and this back and forth right at the center line with 19 seconds left to go. Here comes Thrillhouse, throwing that relic, clearing it deeper into enemy territory of the 4 pillars. Need to clear it. Here comes Damien the man. He clears it now with 10 seconds left to go. This could go either way, folks. We see 3 members of the Devs go down, and they get a team wipe. Falling victim to the team wipe. The 4 pillars strike first blood.
It was a very tough situation with only 20 seconds left in the match. I saw Bones go down. They didn't have enough damage to stem off that kind of tankiness and healing that the 4 pillars represented. And that's making Zinramu go nuts on the outside of our glass.
Yeah, Zinramu banging on the door. Can't believe that his team just went down so shamefully with a team wipe. We're back now in round 2. Butterbeanie, we're following her momentarily as the camera shifts over now, following Damien the boy, playing as Thorgrim, one of the 2 tank warriors we currently have here in Breakaway.
And the Dev All-Star secured the attack damage buff first thing They want to make sure that they don't have that situation again with the tankiness of Damien the Boy.
That's right. Once you learn. Those who do not learn from history, doomed to repeat it. We're not seeing the devs falling victim to that. Damien the Boy just playing around with the relic, but Thrillhouse nailing those shots. It's important to note, Thrillhouse, one of the most accurate players you will see here with a ranged weapon.
And a really good Jacob's ladder that was established by Bones. He's trying to stop
All-Star team in a pretty poor picking of the team comp. And now Butter Beanie goes out. You see Size
and try to get people to get.
You were playing Breakaway. It's not about scoring the relic for yourself. It's about the go in there with your friend and dump it off to them, because everyone thinks that they're just going to go for the glory themselves, and you get in that back door on the right side in the flank, and they'll score it every time.
And the 4 pillars already have tier 4 items. I see tier 4 armor on Nibs, which is a very interesting build on a healer. Tier 4 armor on Thorgrim as well, and that sword that we saw, that was tier 4 attack damage.
Okay, we are following Nibs right now, who dumps it off to Damien the Boy. Damien with control of the relic. He loses it, though. It only takes 1 hit when you have the relic to force that fumble. So that's why you're seeing the relic fall out of the hands of all the warriors as they pick it up. It only takes 1 hit, giving a good advantage there to your range characters, which is why you see a lot of the range warriors playing in the backline defense. We see Damien jumping in the mix there as Thorgrim. He's activating a shield wall defensive ability. Every warrior in Breakaway has that defensive ability. For Thorgrim, it is a wall of shields. We see Nibs now with the relic. He's going left side. Butter Beanie playing very good defense. Who can't go 3-0'd here in the first game.
Frostalicious, he overcommits, but I think it was long enough to allow his team to kind of circle up around the side. Bones is having a lot of trouble making these solo breakaways as he's playing Psy.
Yeah, Bones normally pretty lethal with Corinne. Psy, we saw it last week. We're seeing it again this week. It's just not his character.
No, you can get a lot more damage and a lot more just damage to more people at any given time because he's a nuker, but he doesn't have the same mobility options in his kit. You can't use the defense to go for scores like you can with Corinne.
Yeah, Bones, I think he's spending more time in the respawn timer than he is in the actual map.
And it looks like 4 pillars had secured red again.
Ooh, Bao making a costly newbie error, jumping off the map into a jail, and he gets the death sentence there by Damien the Man.
And I'm taking a look right now. Looks like Locktran is on fire. If you look at his portrait, folks, that Rollins, he's on fire. That means he's killed at least 3 members of the dev team without dying.
Damien the Boy with control of the relic. He gets hit, though, from Bones there, playing, again, as Psy the Nuker, as you mentioned it. Psy forced to use his defense ability, gets the relic, passes it off there to Thrillhouse, throws it in and scores!
That's exactly what Bones needed. He had the support of Thrillhouse coming in behind, looking for the dump off. The devs are still trying to find their footing, but this was a necessary score to get back into this game.
Yeah, really great pass there from Bones over there to Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse just running it right up the middle. Completely uncontested score. That's a good way to get a point back on the board and start shading some momentum.
So our first tier 4 buy looks like it's coming from Butter Beanie, and that little hourglass, that represents cooldown reduction. So she's going to be able to heal her teammates a lot more frequently. Also at tier 4, just from attacking and hitting the opponent will reduce the time on all of your abilities.
All right, we see Thrillhouse dropping some buildables. One thing to note, we have not seen a lot of buildables getting placed by the Dev All-Stars.
It looks like the Dev All-Stars are also not contesting the buffs on the side, because Locktran solo went and just took out that damage crystal.
Butter Beanie out for another 8 seconds. She goes down. We see both teams battling by the health buff. That is the green crystal you see right there. Damien the Man, not sure what he's going to do there, but he's got both members of the 4 pillars. 2 of his teammates there were going after the crystal, and then they stopped to help him in the team fight. That is map awareness, ladies and gentlemen. And we are seeing an Eldorado, the Oro slide. That's $1 for the jar.
There's $1.
The Oro slide there happening from Locktran. Forced to go back there. We see Nibs now with the relic, gets tossed out of bounds as Bao just jumping into the mix there as Argus, trying to get full-on attack damage there on everybody. He's got 1 on 3. You're not going to win that battle. He's forced to retreat there. Here comes Frostalicious getting some Radiance love from Nibs. Pass up there to Damien the Man! Damien the Man throws it over the head of Thrillhouse.
Left all by himself. It was very questionable why they would focus on that back line when the ball was all the way in the back. Look at the relic pass. Right over to Damien the Man. Easy for the score. They weren't able to collapse in time. And, oh, it's utter chaos on the dev floor. I see people jumping around.
A lot of looks to each other saying, what is going on? They tried to get that early sneaky pick, but look at this. Nibs getting the MVP. That is an insult to injury. Butter Beanie's not going to like that. She deserves to get a Lona MVP.
Well, look at the team KDAs. Look at Locktran on fire, 13-1-2. 13 kills, Sil. Look at the amount of gold earned. They outpaced them, so they got to better equipment faster during the duration of that match.
All right, well, I think we've seen the potential folly of the Dev All-Star ways in choosing that team comp. Do you predict, Mike, they changing that up? Because I'd say that's part of the certain.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were testing the waters with that comp. I think it was really early on. But remember, this happened to them last time. Last week, they had to
that is true.
Get
they
kicked in
went
the rear.
0-2 and then totally came back. So anything's possible here. I will say, though, I'd say Butterbeanie probably going to keep it on Alona. I would not be surprised to see Bones go for the Corinne pick. Thrill House, he is definitely deadly as Kyra, so I think he could keep that, and maybe Bao goes a little bit of a Black Knight. Merrick, sorry.
Merrick, dollar jar.
$2,
So
man.
I'm thinking either Merrick, but we're on Atala Prime. I could see Thorgrim. I could see challenging for gold buff, challenging for the armor buff.
Bao switching over to Rollins. Thrill House staying with Kyra, Butterbeanie staying with Alona, and Bones sticking with Sai. I do not get that pick.
This is insane to me because, well, you're gonna have a lot of movement speed out of Bones because of the way the ramps are designed in this level. It is more a runner's dream, a runner's paradise. But that goes for both teams, as we can see Frostalicious already working in tandem with Nibs.
Yeah, you got all four members there. Damien the boy! Whoa, look at that! Damien the boy scoring on Butterbeanie! You never see that happen! Just complete insult to injury. Watch this. Damien the boy has the relic there. The pass goes over to Nibs. Nibs giving it to Damien the boy. He just runs in and just powers it right through. Bam.
And he went right around that pressure plate. He was not getting thrown in jail. He was going to get that score or nothing else.
Oof. The four pillars, man, they are looking feisty today.
Early buys coming in. Nibs still building armor on his healer. We see armor being built on Damien the boy. Plus we see health. So that's what that potion means. He's going to be getting more health than his opponents. So Damien is just building up really tanky very early.
You are watching Breakaway, ladies and gentlemen. Breakaway is a team battle sport where two squads of four collide in this intense action that you are following right now. You saw Locktran there getting into the mix there. Just Call Me Bao places down the jail. That is the buildable of Rollins. Each warrior in Breakaway has a buildable that they can place every round. So if you do not destroy the buildable in one round, in the next round it refreshes and you can scale up and have multiple ones. So it's very important to watch those buildables, those X's you see on the map on the right side of your screen. We are following Butterbeanie and now Bones as he goes up the elevator. Nice juke there of Bones, but he's forced to go back to the first level where he's met with a bunch of four pillars in the red, and they just take down, but Bones continues the push. Bones on his own. Can he get it in there? No, he gets stopped by Nibs. Nibs doing a good job clearing the relic. Bones on a second attempt. Again, he gets stopped as the relic is getting slowly and slowly back to midfield. Nice defense there from the four pillars.
Absolutely correct, but the Rollins on the Dev All-Stars did pay a price. He's trying to heal up, and now Bones goes down, and the pressure is now on the Dev All-Stars. Is here we see Damien the boy and Nibs. I feel like I'm going to call their names pretty frequently still.
Yeah, I think all the four pillars definitely playing top form here today. Damien the boy dumps off to Nibs. Nibs back to Damien. Nibs has control of the relic now. Uses Radiance to heal up heal up Damien, as he's fighting off all three of the four members of the Dev All-Stars.
And that was a great rib splitter that we saw Damien the boy throw out. The rib splitter ability, when he spins around, also reflects enemy projectiles right back at them.
Yeah, batter up, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing Butterbeanie now trying to do some pushing action there. Locktran with the relic, dumps it off there to Damien the boy. Damien gets that relic. Good pass forward to Nibs, but unfortunately the elevator was not timed properly, so that's valuable seconds lost, but it doesn't matter. You got Locktran now with the relic, dump off to Damien. Damien's got to worry about the ballista there, but look at that action happen there from Just Call Me Bao, taking that relic, using the slide ability to bring it all the way back to midfield.
What you need to think about on Atala Prime is if you're going to fumble, don't fumble up at the top right next to the relay, because look at the slide out that you can get from the staircases. Right into the tide pool or just ditching right up on top. You can get from the back line to the middle of the map in 5 seconds.
Thrill House with the score! Look at that. Thrill House on a breakaway, decides to put the weight of the All-Stars on his shoulders and tosses it in. And Locktran just looking at they're picking his fingernails. I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, there's a sign of disbelief that I just saw from Damien. He had no idea that he had gotten past them all the way back there. So a little bit of a communication breakdown for the four pillars. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, very few times you see that happen there. Thrill House in the right place at the right time, doing a beautiful job capitalizing on it. And now we are tied up 1-1 as we enter into round 3 of game 2 of this best-of-5 game series between the Dev All-Stars in blue and the Four Pillars, our UCI esports team in red.
And we can start to see some of our damage dealers from the back line build demolition. They're going to try to secure buffs as quickly as they can. We got gold buff claimed by the Four Pillars early on.
All right, you are watching Breakaway, ladies and gentlemen. There are 3 ways you win here in Breakaway. The first way is you take that glowing ball that Damien the Boy has, and you bring that into your opponent's base. That's the primary way you score in Breakaway. The other way to win is you wipe out the entire team before they can respawn. That's the secondary win condition. And the third way you win is when clock expires, you keep the relic on your opponent's side of the map. We are following Bones right now, playing as Sai, who does lose the relic, gives it off to Butterbeanie. Butterbeanie passes back to Bones. Bones gets hit. It only takes 1 hit to force that fumble, but he's able to cover his own fumble, gives it off to Butterbeanie, but not before she can fire off Blessing of the Sun. That is her AoE healing ability. That's where you see the grass patch on the ground. We see a buildable in the distance there. You have a wall followed up by a healing shrine on the Four Pillars team.
Looks like Damien's all about building walls on Atala Prime, blocking people from making any progress on that right side. So it's going to force the Dev All-Star team to go the other way.
Here we see Butterbeanie has to go in the defensive spot. She's getting low on health there. The Four Pillars doing a great job applying lots of pressure, evenly distributed across the Dev All-Stars.
And both teams have split the buff still. So to compensate for the attack damage, the armor buff had gone to the Dev All-Stars. That gives the entire team damage reduction up to 20% for each member for the entire round. And the gold buff gives bonus 500 gold to everyone on that team.
The relic back to midfield as we're down to 2 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. Round 3 here. We are following Just Call Me Bao, who's stuck there with that wall. That wall you talked about earlier, Mike, definitely played a price right there. Slowed down Bao's pass on the right side. He's forced him to go downtown, where he was then met with a wave of Four Pillars action as a team fight commenced right there in the middle of the map. Bones now going up right side. Again, he's got to worry about these walls. We talked about the buildable scaling. We're seeing it here right now. A buildable wall was placed in 1 round. They didn't take it down. Second wall comes in the next round. You got to start taking down these buildables if you're on the dev team.
And what the dev team wants to do is work it back towards the right side of the arena. Did you see that great healing shrine, that sun shrine from Butterbeanie? That's so there can be some forward momentum if they can move the relic back towards the Four Pillars base.
Butterbeanie forced to go back to base to heal. We see Locktran now entering into pressure zone. He does unable to capitalize on it. Damien the man just missing a little bit too late there on his approach. He's very low on health, activates his shield wall defensive ability, and the relic is falling right by the feet of Bones. Butterbeanie, though, decides she's going to pick it up instead. She's running up there, passes up there to Bones. Bones with control of the relic going right side. He uses this slide to gain more momentum as he gives it off to Bao. Bao jumps it, gets hit, though, forces that fumble, picks up his own recovery, though. And now the relic getting closer there with Bones having control of it, though, but he's stuck at this wall. He tries to get around the wall. Look at that! Bones sneaking past the wall.
Bones was trying to do a really awesome setup. He was throwing the relic forward in front of him and was going to try to ult anyone who tried to pick up the relic. Unfortunately, Nibs was there before he could just bust off that big maelstrom.
We are down to 50 seconds. The blue line, the center line is in effect in the top middle of the arena. You see it right there. We are in scoring position right now for the Four Pillars if they keep the relic on this side as time expires. We are down again, 39 seconds left to go. Thrillhouse with control of the relic, gives it up there, gets intercepted there by Frostalicious. Frostalicious now has the relic in territory of the dev team. They need to clear that. If you're on the blue side, you got to cross that blue line with the relic. We're seeing Damien the Boy with the relic right now. He's just putting tons of pressure on the dev team. Bones unable to get that relic, but here comes Thrillhouse. Nice juke there from Thrillhouse. Thrillhouse throws it, gets closer, and now it's crossed it in. This is in scoring position for the Dev All-Stars if they can keep the relic on this side with 10 seconds left to go. We see Nibs crossing the line now for the Four Pillars. We see Locktran very low on health. He goes down. Bones has 4 seconds to cross it. He's going to slide. He's going to jump. He's going to get hit by Nibs. He's going to get the fumble forced, and he will not get in there.
That was a fantastic job by Nibs. I thought he had a clear path out of there, and then just one awesome attack from Nibs stops the entire thing.
Locktran's not picking those fingernails now, man. He's in full intensity mode.
Oh, no. Now we're starting to see the buys come in. Gold is pretty even amongst both teams, only a 3K advantage. So your tier 4 attack damage on Locktran. He's also opted to build out more items quickly, so you see a lot of common level. So not as many bonus stats, but he's getting a little bit of improvement. But what you want to do is focus on 1 to 2 early on and max him out.
Fast Summit, thanks for watching Breakaway, buddy. Appreciate it. We see Frostalicious now in the center of the ring, very low on health, but so is Butterbeanie.
Damien's by himself, Sil.
Oh, look at this. Damien the Boy on a breakaway. He could go Oh, charging the throw. Can Bao catch it? Oh, Bao catches it. Anticlimactic move right there. But here comes Damien the boy on the second attempt. Can he get it? No, he gets stopped again. Woo!
Oh, his team just a little bit late on the follow-up, but look, he's still pressing the action.
Damien the boy carrying the team on his back. He does not get it in there, but here comes Nibs up the left side. But you got the ballista there. Again, nice pass up there to Damien. Can they get it in? Sheer might. No! They cannot get that relic in that relay.
But look how Damien's just disrupting. The devs are having a terrible time trying to clear this relic.
Here comes Locktran. Nope. Here comes Frostalicious! Frostalicious
from the outside! From the outside, Syl just dives in there. What a rebound.
It's the 50th time's the charm here in Game 2 as Frostalicious delivers the killing blow on the Dev All-Stars. That is 2 games down. The Dev All-Stars need to win all 3 remaining games or they are going to do that sad, sad walk of shame across to the other side of the glass into the mocking face of Zinramu, who is just looking at them laughing.
And look at the story here. Gold was about even, but look at the damage that was done by the All-Stars. But remember, this game is not about damage. It's not about kills. It's about scores. And the team that scores, the team that can effectively use pressure and move the relic is usually the team that's going to win.
Whoa. All right. We said it before. We'll say it again. Bones, are you going to pick Corinne?
I think now is a great time.
Well, you're not going to have another time.
If you're going to do it, you need to do it now.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. But you are watching the dev team get completely smoked by the UCI Esports Arena team. Let's talk a little bit about these UCI guys. So these UCI team, a lot of them are on scholarship for League of Legends, actually, from UC Irvine. They have given these guys scholarships to compete in League of Legends. They've been coming here for the past month now, playing some breakaway action. We've put them up against escalating challengers, and next week they will face their final exam. We'll talk about that as we go into the next round here. We are entering back into the Shrine of Oros. This is match point here for the 4 pillars in red. If they wipe out the dev team again, this will be a pretty sad day on Throwdown Thursday.
Absolutely. This not as bad as when Zinramu went 0-9, but this is pretty monumental. This is crazy.
And look at this comp. Bao switching to Jara. Bones sticking with Sai for some reason. I do not know.
He's feeling that character. He's got a belief that he can do it. Does he have the support to make the moves that he needs to support the kid of Sai?
Well, you have all squishies on the Dev All-Stars, so I'm not sure what they're thinking here.
And the 4 pillars, they built armor completely. Everyone had the little shields on. You saw that at the beginning of the match. That's all armor, so they could take more hits.
Here comes Locktran. Nice pass up there. Frostalicious! Frostalicious tries to get it in, though. Does get stopped. We have Thrill House now with the... Tries to clear the relic, gets hit by the Jacob's Ladder. That's costly error, but thankfully Bones is able to pick it up. He tries to clear it again, but there's Nibs. Nibs gets exploded right in front of us.
There could be a team wipe. There could be a team wipe if Damien the man can't get out. Team wipe by the
you
devs.
Called it. Wow, nice work there from the dev team. I was following. Well, look at that. Look at the little wink. See the wink there from Bones? He's like, yeah, what's up? We got team wipe.
You know,
we're down 0-2, but team wipe.
It's the small victory still. They need to take this and start building some momentum. We see the buys coming in. Butter Beanie, Tier 2 cooldown reduction. Thrill House and Bones have invested in attack damage. And Just Call Me Bao has his attack damage. And he's only building 1 item solely all the way to Tier 3.
All that armor, I'm surprised that they would get a team wipe.
They overcommitted, and because of that Jacob's Ladder, they couldn't jump. So that affected their mobility in the way that they attacked the portal of the dev team.
Once again, you see the power of buildables, ladies and gentlemen, as we're following Frostalicious with control of the relic. Does get hit, so the relic goes up in the air, forcing that fumble. Damien the boy tries to pick it up. He gets stopped. Here comes Locktran with the relic. Nope, not going to happen. Gets intercepted by Bones. Bones throws the relic, slides into it, jumps the Oro slide, and here comes Bones just jumping more and more, getting closer and closer to the opponent's relay. That is the goal to score on. Bones changing direction, waiting for his team to get in position. So they try to all go in there. Nice use of the Maelstrom there. That's the ultimate ability of Sai, which is being played by Bones on the development team. He's a tech artist on the team. as we see Damien the Boy getting in the mix now. Nibs going up left side, does get stopped by Bones. We see Locktran now jumping into the action. Locktran, he himself gets stuck. And now Thrillhouse with the relic, throws it upfield there, bounds using Eviscerate. Nice move there, one of the powers of Jara. She's an assassin character. She will go in stealth and then sneak up on you and activate her ultimate ability, which is a fury of slashes that deals devastating damage. Here comes Bones up the right side there. He is unable to capitalize on that as the relic gets caught into the lovely hands of Frostalicious, who takes it back to midfield.
What I gotta say about Bones is I love his relic running combos. And you're like, Mike, what the hell are relic running combos? Well, I'll tell you, it's like when he has the relic, he has a plan of how he's going to advance it and use his abilities so he can get back to that relic and go for those scores and for those pushes. So what he does is he'll throw it downfield, he'll set up a Maelstrom to cover him so he can run up and grab it, and if anyone's behind him and trailing him on a breakaway, he'll bust out his defensive ability so they run into that barrier, that static field, and get knocked back, hopefully clearing him a clear path for a score!
Oh, look at that! Bones missing it by a hair. Damien the Boy, nice job there trying to clear it. And the second attempt, Frostalicious able to bring the relic back there, close to midfield, out of the red zone at least, of the 4 pillars. Dev team putting on a lot of pressure as Bao now goes out for 10 seconds. We will see him momentarily as only 1 minute 36 seconds left on the clock here. This is round 2, game 3 of the Breakaway Challenge Summer School Edition on Throwdown Thursday here with the 4 pillars from UC Irvine in red facing off against the All-Stars from the development team in blue.
Oh, fantastic job just waiting for that slide to come down and hitting them with the Eviscerate.
Thrillhouse now with control of the relic in the center of the map. He just throws it just to gain more ground. Gets picked up by Locktran from the opposing team. Locktran dumps it off to Damien, does get stopped though. Locktran forced to pick up the fumble. And now he gets hit again and Locktran goes down. You have 2 members down from the 4 pillars. All that's left is an Argus and a Thorgrim. Argus very low on health, about halfway through. Here comes Bones. Can Bones get it in? Yes, he can!
Oh, amazing work by Bones. He didn't have his relic dash any longer. Barely timed it to pick it up and deliver it before the collapse. And fantastic job by Bao earlier. He hit, I believe it was Locktran with a pounce and eliminated him to start that that 3-man rush, or the 4-man rush against the, basically a power play against the 4 pillars.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it there in the replay, but you saw Damien the Boy activating his Ragnarok, the ultimate ability of Thorgrim, and Bones having ESP or something, knowing to time that relic dash so that he was invulnerable, which is why he didn't get hit by it.
So a lot of tier 3 items are purchased by the dev team, a couple tier 4 purples. That gives you bonus stats for hitting the full set piece.
Here comes Damien the Boy. He's going to go up the left side now. Decides to change direction, activates a Rip Splitter. Nibs going in there. A lot of action, a lot of activity happening there for the red buff. That's the damage buff. Who's going to come up with that last hit? Looks like it is the Dev All-Stars.
And the Dev All-Stars have secured the attack damage buff, giving their team 15% increased attack damage.
Dev All-Stars doing their best Tim Tebow impression because this is like a completely different team right now.
They believe now. I don't know what happened. It might have been just one change. Maybe it's the Jara play. Just not knowing where that assassin's coming from the shadows just put the 4 pillars on edge.
Absolutely, Mike. Again, it's like we're watching 2 different teams. The first 2, not so much. This one, though, they came to play. Again, we see Butterbeanie with the relic doing some quick aggressive play, facing off against Nib, who's the alone on the other team. Nibs does win the play, though, as the relic goes back to midfield. You see Locktran now. He's getting hit with the relic, forcing that fumble action. And now Damien able to pick up the relic, dumps it off to Locktran. Locktran tries to set up for the Oro slide. Man, that's $3, man. I am not doing well with my updated names here, Mike.
Drink more coffee, Sil. It's going to help us out in the long run. Here comes Bones on the move. Let's see what relic combinations he's going to try to do to run it in.
None, because the relic goes out of bounds, and Bones very low on health, but I will hand it to Bones. His survivability this time around is so much more improved from where we've seen in the previous 2 games.
The problem is he ran face-to-face with Frostalicious, who hit him with a massive retribution.
Yeah, that's not good for anybody. You see the Maelstrom getting activated. That's that big blue circle with all the lightning coming down momentarily. That is the ultimate ability of Bones, who's playing as Psy. As Damien the Boy coming up with the relic there, tries to do a little sneaky action on the right side, does get hit by a Thrillhouse. Again, Thrillhouse is so deadly accurate. Here comes Psy. Played by Bones, does get caught though. You hear a lot of ball getting called out by the 4 pillars. They're being much more vocal this game around. Here comes Bones again on another attempt. I feel like this time around the coaching strategy for the Dev All-Stars was just let Bones rush.
Well, not just rush, it's support him, and now that they have that jar on the field, you don't know where the attack's coming from.
Yeah, every new warrior that gets released in Breakaway completely changes the game atmosphere. You're seeing it here with the pick of Jara. Completely unsuspecting 4 pillars, just don't know how to handle it. We see Locktran out for 10 seconds now. He'll respawn momentarily. The health, though, on the 4 pillars in general, looks like everyone's health is pretty much halfway there, which is not good. You need to activate your buildables if you're playing as Alona, which is Nibs. Nibs also can activate a Blessing of the Sun, which you see him activating right there.
Well, it looks like Frostalicious decided to take some flying lessons. He's out of the ring, so we won't see him back for another 10 seconds. This is an opportunity for the Dev team to really press the action. They've been doing a very effective job from the back line. Both Bones and Thrillhouse have been murdering people with the ranged attacks.
Relic goes out of bounds, forced to respawn where it was prior. Here comes Damien the Boy up right side. He's going to get hit, and we're down to 38 seconds left to go. Center line is in effect. The Relic right now is in the scoring position of the 4 pillars if they can keep it on this side of the map. You see Bones doing everything he can to try to get that Relic across, but the 4 pillars, excellent job defending that, keeping the Relic here in scoring position. 21 seconds left on the clock. Butterbeanie with control of the Relic. Throws it just to clear it more ground. Thrillhouse picks up the Relic. Does a dash, but it gets caught up by Frostalicious, who once again crosses the line into scoring position. Locktran now with the Relic. 10 seconds left to go. 9, 8. Does the 4 pillars survive another round here in game 3? Here comes Locktran. This is looking pretty locked in right now. And there it is. 0 seconds on the clock. Relic out of bounds, forced to respawn where it was prior. That is a score for your 4 pillars.
And that's because the 4 pillars got 2 crucial, critical kills in those last 15 seconds. Both Bones and Bao were down.
Nibs had that $1 million smile right there. He was pretty happy.
Oh, I'd be too.
And that joke is done. All right, we are in game 3, round 4 now. Dev took on the first two rounds really pretty quickly, but the 4 pillars came off against a nice momentum shift, winning in a territory win, forcing here a round 4 situation now with game 2. Again, this is the best of 5 series. The first 2 games went to the 4 pillars, so the Dev team, they must win this if they're going to stay alive here.
An interesting thing that I saw at the beginning of the match, still, is that the Dev team hasn't committed to getting those legendary equipment buys. They're going all across the board, and here's Damien the Boy.
Damien the Boy does get stopped, though, somehow from the Dev guys. I don't know how they pulled that one off. Here comes Bao doing a great job timing that slide ability. For those of you playing in the alpha, do not forget the slide. It will give you a great speed increase, which is how Bao is able to fly all the way back to midfield.
That's right, and as you're at home watching the stream, you can just practice moving your left pinky. Just get it all warmed up.
Do those pinky exercises. All right, we see Damien the Boy forced to use his defensive ability. That is the shield wall. He's running out of the mix there, going back to base to get some health because he's only at about half health. That's that red line underneath the Thorgrim character, which is the 3rd portrait from the left on the top right of your screen. We're seeing balls getting called out there from the 4 pillars. Locktran with control of the Relic. He gives it off to Damien the Boy, who's just dishing out a lot of damage as Thorgrim. He throws the Relic just to clear it. Thrillhouse now has it, throws it back to the other side of the map, and now it's just a battle right there in midfield. Here we see, looks like that is Butterbeanie placing that healing shrine there. But nice move, that siege engine. Look at that.
Frostalicious was waiting for that. And what else was sneaky? There was a little skirmish over by the red side buff, and the 4 pillars able to steal.
Here comes Bones.
All
nice
by
job
himself.
there on the Oro slide. Pulls back, though, to do his combo. Got a little too cute for comfort. Probably could have won that one. But he went with his plan, as you were mentioning, Mike, and sometimes you just gotta not go with the plan.
And Locktran super low. He had to push the Relic as far as he could before he died.
Give a quick shout out here to Lord Toad. Thanks for watching Breakaway. You're gonna watch Bones do his attempt again. Throws it, though, into the hands of Locktran. Damien now with the Relic. Passes upfield to Nibs. Nibs, good job using the Relic dash, but back passes it, which gets intercepted by Bones. And now we see a barrage getting activated by Locktran. That's the ultimate ability of Rollins. But out of the shadows comes Just Call Me Bao with an Eviscerate, meeting Locktran.
But we got a 4v3. Just Call Me Bao as Jara visible. Doesn't want to carry that Relic, so he wants to get out. which gives Damien the boy an opportunity to start breaking away. He's got support of Loctran.
Yeah, Damien just kind of waiting for his team to get in position. Unfortunately, the team that got in position was the Dev team. They come up with that relic in that skirmish, and now we're at the relic back there to midfield. Looks like we're going to go back down to under a minute. That center line about to go into effect. There it is. We are under 60 seconds left to go. The yellow line in effect now in the center of the Shrine of Oros map as Damien the boy is fighting there. The relic right now in scoring position of the Dev All-Stars. They just got to keep it there. There you see the Jacob's Ladder getting placed. Anyone who jumps in the vicinity of that who is wearing a red color on them will receive damage. So this is just great for team fights, and that wall is really helping out the Dev team.
So there's a pretty big health differential coming into this fight, and look how fast Frostalicious got melted.
Wow, look at how much death is happening on the Dev team. But thankfully, Bao, though, he's on fire. We're down to 24 seconds left to go. 23 seconds, 22, 21, 20. Relic keeps going out of bounds, not helping the 4 pillars, but they find a way to cross it, though. Here comes Strillhouse. Strillhouse misses! Unable to bring the relic back to the other side. We're down to 10 seconds left to go. 10, 9. Do your best Ryan Seacrest voice as the countdown happens here. Bringing in a new year, bringing in a score for the 4 pillars. Here comes Frostalicious. He's got to take down Bones. Able to do so, winds out the clock. That's a score for the 4 pillars. We are in round 5.
The decisive round, Sil. Sil, shell shock on the other side. Faces of disbelief. I couldn't believe it why they backed out of that fight. They had the advantage. They were melting people. We saw Frostalicious go down, but look at the tankiness of Damien the boy. Tier 4 health, Tier 4 armor. Very, very hard to kill. So he can press the action. He can get involved in anything. You need to CC Damien to stop him.
There you see action right around the damage buff. That's the red crystal that's getting attacked right now. It takes a last hit in order to get the crystal on your side. Who's getting that damage buff? Call it, stream. Who you think's gonna get it? If you pick the 4 pillars, you are correct. Here comes the action happening around. Damage buff still Nibs, passing up to Loctran. Loctran dumps it off to Frostalicious. Frostalicious to Damien. Damien jumping right side. Can he get it in? He does get stopped though. And now we see a snap trap gets activated. That is Jara's buildable. Twice now it's hit Loctran.
But look at Frostalicious clearing everything out with another siege engine. So we have another attempt by Loctran.
Oh, look at that eviscerate. Did you see that? That's how much damage that thing can do. It took Loctran's health from about 80% all the way down to 20.
These warriors are maxed out still. This is round 5, so all the gold that they've been earning throughout the entirety of this match is going to cause them to do massive amounts of damage.
Just call me Bao going left side now. Does get stopped though by the 4 pillars. Damien the boy picking up that relic. Just to get hit, though. Passes it to Loctran. Loctran with the Oro sled. That's $4, Mike. As we see a nice Ragnarok happen from Damien. Loctran going up midfield. He's going to sacrifice himself for it. Is he going to do it? No! They can't get it in. Damien on a second attempt. Still can't get it in. Bao smartly toking it to the other side, allowing Bones to slide it over, clearing that relic back to midfield.
We're getting dangerously close to 2 types of scores, so we can either see a team wipe on this attempt or a glorious score from the outside by the 4 pillars.
Glorious score, Mike. Bones with the relic does get hit, though, by Frostalicious. We see Damien now with control of the relic, charging that throw, clears the gap, and now the relic is right by the foot of the pillars. Here comes Frostalicious with it, though. But now, nice move there, using that Wild Orb ability of Psy to just do great amount of AoE damage. Here comes Nibs! Can he get the relic again?
Interception by Bao, but the pass back in!
Here it comes on a second attempt. Frostalicious dashes in and scores! The Devs get swept!
I've never seen Bones get swept in anything!
Look at that smile of shame on Bones' face. What is going on here on Breakaway? Why did he pick sides? I don't know. The chat is blowing up right now as the 4 pillars just completely eviscerated the development team. But don't worry, we had this plan. We are going to do another best of 3 right now because the Dev guys need to lose some more. We are in the Salty Bao situation right now. It's the Salty Bao match, a best of 3. We will start it on the Shrine of Oros. Wow. Wow.
I think they need to take a breath.
I think Bones needs to play some Corinne.
They're being called out right now. Don't use your secondary characters. Don't use those. Bring your A game.
Yeah, A game.
Loctran wants it. He demands it. He says A game. We're going to do a best of 1.
Well, best of 1,
for the whole enchilada. Whole enchilada right here.
Best of 1.
Everything right here on this match.
Play your mains.
Play your mains.
Play your mains. UCI won.
They won the day. UCI won the day.
An encore best of one.
We're going to see if there's any redemption for Bones.
Can Bones redeem himself?
This is Redemption Island for Bones.
As Corinne. Or will we see Sai and another loss on the Dev All-Stars? The chat right now, unbelievable. Thank you for watching Breakaway, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get into the alpha, all you got to do is hop on over to playbreakaway.com/alpha. Actually, you don't even have to do that anymore. Just go to playbreakaway.com, sign in, click the button, the big gold button, sign in with your Twitch ID. Once you sign in and get authenticated, you will automatically be entitled and can download the Twitch app. Once you download the Twitch app, click the game library button. You will see Breakaway there waiting for you to click to install it, and then you will download Breakaway, and you can play it till your heart's content all weekend long. Hopefully you can face Bones, and he'll play Corinne. Otherwise, you will get a win on your side. And look at that, Bones going back to Corinne as we are back on the Shrine of Oros in this encore match. Bao picking up Merrick. That is his main. Thrillhouse sticking with Kyra. And, of course, Butterbeanie sticking with Alona.
And the 4 pillars sticking with what they know. A little bit of change-up. We're seeing attack damage come in from the 4 pillars. They opted not to go pure defense with their team. They're feeling themselves. They think they can force the action.
Bones with control of the relic, dumps it off there, tries to get to Butterbeanie. Butterbeanie decides not to pick it up. Bones picks it up. Lethally brings it very close there to the foot of the red zone of the 4 pillars, but unable to do some due to some great defense there from Damien the Boy.
Great pass coming in from Bones. Butterbeanie looking for a score attempt and an interception by Locktran.
Yeah, Locktran, great job there. Nice move stopping the action there. Takes it back there almost to midfield. And the Dev guys look, this is why they're their mains, man. You see a nice move there, the Aura of Silence of Bones. Bones doing a great job there. Does miss it, though, as Locktran coming up there with the relic up the right side now. And there we're just watching it. That's a circle of spite on the ground there. That's the purple circle. If you're inside that circle, you will get you'll be weaker and slower. It's a double dose of damage, of debuff, rather. So not a good place to be. You see that circle on the ground. Get out of it if you are wearing red on your team name.
Did you say that was a double damage dose of debuff?
Something like that.
Nice alliteration, Sil.
Thank you. Mom will be proud.
Frostalicious trying to make a move. He's super low on health. The Locktran defending him.
Frostalicious not looking good. Again, you see you see that circle of spite. That is dangerous. Get out of that. Purple equals bad if you are wearing red. And the 4 pillars, they are in red right now. Nibs with control of the relic. Passes it, though. Gets intercepted by Bao. Bao playing as Merrick. Jumping in there into the fray. It's a battle of the tanks between Merrick and Thorgrim. Here comes Bones, though, with the Oro slide. Bones getting hit, though, by Locktran, forcing that fumble. He's unable to connect with it.
Relic's all by itself, wants to be possessed. Locktran testing his luck against Bones.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's not good. If you're playing as Rollins against the tank, that's not a good matchup.
Well, Bones was a Corinne, but the slows and the debuff and the ability for Bones to run as this character is phenomenal. You don't want to be caught off.
Yeah, Bones, this guy is everywhere with this character. He's got mobility down to the max. If you want to know how to play as Corinne, just watch Bones. As we see Merrick now played by Bao. Bao with control of the relic.
Neither team committed to the buffs. It looks like they're really pressing the action and trying to look for these scores.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of team fights, get a lot of bloodlust on the Dev side. They don't want to go here without a win. Here comes Nibs, though. Does get the relic, decides not to do it. Uses Sun's Grace to teleport out there. That's the defensive ability of Alona. Here comes the Devs on a push. Thrillhouse with the relic, throws it in and scores.
Fantastic push by the Devs. Thrillhouse, right place, right time. Still had his relic dash, in for the score. But I got a question still. There was a healing shrine from the 4 pillars down there. They should have grabbed the relic, pushed it towards that healing shrine to have that team fight. But unfortunately, that's not how it played out.
That is not how it played out, Mike.
And the Devs are up 1.
Thrillhouse getting that first strike here in this encore match between the UCI esports champions here, the 4 pillars in red, against the Dev All-Stars, the best we got on the development team in blue.
As chosen by Gucci.
That is true. That is a big caveat. Chris Corey not here today. He is watching Throwdown Thursday at his desk instead of playing in Throwdown Thursday in the arena. We still don't have a name for this place, so if you are on stream, give us some suggestions. What do we call the Breakaway Throwdown Thursday Thunderdome? Because that is too long of a name.
Intense action as we see Bones picking up the relic, trying to advance, but great shots coming in from Nibs from the outside.
Yeah, Locktran also getting into the mix there. He's picking off shots there, taking down Bao as much as he can for health. You see Butterbeanie out of the action. She comes back quickly. Bones very low on health again. Damien the Boy right side does get hit by Corinne, which is played by Bones. Again, the power of the range characters is they can definitely force those fumbles. That's the circle of spite.
Locktran, I don't know if he wants to commit. Just Call Me Bao is doing a hefty amount of damage. Bones trying to clear it out, but they're doing a great job of freezing the relic right where it is.
They are really, to that point, Mike, they are doing an excellent job there. Again, the purple circle, that's your circle of spite. You don't want to be caught in that. You saw Bones also activate his ultimate. That's the Aura of Silence. That means every character caught up in that Raven circle will be silenced, unable to use their abilities for a period of time. Here comes Bones with control of the relic. Does get stopped with a back toss there from Damien the boy.
Great job by Damien to reverse gears. You do not want to let Bones into your back line with all of his abilities.
Drill House coming up with the relic, throws it upfield though, does get picked up by Locktran there, who takes it back to the other side. We are seeing battle. Look at this, Bones sneaking it in there, but again, he gets caught. He keeps going up that same left side, jumps up on that wall, and every time Locktran's got his number, been hitting him, forcing those fumbles.
It's a game of timing. He's just like biting it. He's going to keep hammering it against that wall, just find that crack, and then when he does, he's going to score.
Yeah, Bao doing a good job there, using his ultimate ability. There's 2 people down on the 4 pillars. 2 pillars are down. Can the dev team capitalize on it? Bones in scoring position. Can he get it in there? Looks like he keeps getting stopped. He's unable to figure out the counter there. Pass up the right side, Butterbeanie. Butterbeanie throws it, intercepted by Frostalicious.
Heads up play by Frostalicious. He didn't commit to any attack, guaranteeing that he could catch that for the interception.
Here comes Damien the boy, running in that relic, does get stopped there. Bao forcing to use his Thorns ability and pulling everyone towards him as he deals damage. Nice dump off to Nibs. Nibs to Locktran. Locktran got to worry about the Curse Ward that's going to slow you down. Can't afford to have that, and they cannot get it in on this one. Nibs on another attempt, throws it right by the Curse Ward. Get it out of the Curse Ward zone and just take down those buildables. Come on, Locktran, take down those buildables. Locktran takes down one Curse Ward. He's got to take out the other one, though. That's the one you really got to worry about.
It was still a great push, but a great defensive push. It was just really bad timing on offense for the 4 pillars because Bones was out and he just respawned right at the right time to stop that push.
Locktran almost getting a deadly error right there. Getting hit by Bones right as he was in midair, slowing him down, but thankfully he was able to course correct, stayed alive. We are down to 54 seconds left to go. Locktran again tries to go for the score here, does get stopped there on a second attempt. Frostalicious coming into the mix now. Now we see Damien the boy with it. He's going left side, does get picked up by Thrill House. Thrill House on a complete offensive tear right now, doing a great job forcing those fumbles.
It was a great attempt. It looks like they were able to take down, the 4 pillars were able to take down that Kyra turret. Thrill House's turret up on the right side of the blue base.
Locktran now gives the relic in scoring position for the 4 pillars. We're down to 24 seconds left to go. Locktran, nice job there on the Oro slide, making that jump. Locktran's got to worry about the Curse Ward. He don't care about no Curse Ward. He's just going to throw it right in the goal. Locktran, look at this guy.
Still, wow. Fantastic moves. He had already got Thrill House to commit to shooting. He misses his shot, and he's able to shoot it in from the outside.
He shoots and scores. We are tied up here in this encore match between the Dev All-Stars in blue and the 4 pillars, the UCI students in red.
Tier 4 items on Damien the boy and Frostalicious. That upside down sword, that's attack damage. Frostalicious is putting on pain, as you can see. He's got 4 kills to only 2 deaths and 1 assist.
You are watching Breakaway, ladies and gentlemen. There are 3 ways you win here in Breakaway. If you are just joining us now, the first way is you take that relic. That is the ball that Damien the boy is jumping around with, and you bring that into your opponent's base to score. The second way you win is you wipe out your opponent, and you wipe out everyone before someone can respawn. That's the second way you win in Breakaway. The third way to win is as time ticks down with only 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Wherever the relic falls, whichever side is closer to, the opponent will win. Those are your 3 ways. Here comes Nibs with control of the relic. He is going up left side, decides to change direction, dumps it off to Damien. Damien uses the dash to avoid the Curse Ward, passes back to Nibs. Nibs gives it up there, intercepted though by Bao. Nice move there from the devs. Here comes Damien on a second attempt. He does get stopped, forced to activate his defensive ability. Every warrior in Breakaway has 3 attack abilities and 1 defensive ability. You just saw Damien activate the shield wall, that's his defensive ability. Gets him out of there in time, he lives to fight another day.
You see a fantastic push going on. Great pass!
Frostalicious!
Oh! Try to back it in. Almost got it. Damien the boy keeping the pressure on, going heads up against Bones.
Bones, what an amazing player. Using that Aura of Silence as a way to just cause damage and force the fumble there. Nice move there. Saves the score for his team. Here comes Bao, dumps it to Bones, Bones back to Bao, Bao to Bones. Bones with control of the rug. They are fighting underneath the Sun Shrine. That is a healing buildable for the 4 pillars, so you do not want to do that if you're the dev team. Locktran activating Barrage. That's the ultimate ability of Rollins, where he fires literally a barrage of bullets. As we see more action happening closer to the other Sun Shrine, but that one is from the dev team.
That's right, but unfortunately they weren't fighting underneath it. Now they're taking a ton of damage, and they're down Butterbeanie.
Butterbeanie coming back, though. Your respawn timer increases as you die per round. So if Butterbeanie had only died once, that was it. She comes back pretty quickly. The more you die, the longer it takes. You see Bones is out for Bao is out for 4 seconds. He's now back in the action. Locktran with control of the relic. Nice job dodging the Burden of Sin. That's when Corinne, or Bones in this case, fires off that flock of ravens at you. But it doesn't matter because Frostalicious can't capitalize on it. He's forced to need the health of Radiance from Alona, healing him up, topping him off. Bones now sliding back to the Shrine of Oros, brings it back to midfield.
Yeah, Locktran wanted to get that pass off to Damien the Boy. He just didn't have the range, so he tried to lob it up there, and Bones ready to scoop it up and slide right out.
We are back at midfield, 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go here in our special encore match between the devs in blue and the 4 Pillars UCI students in red. 1 minute left to go. This is round number 3 in a best-of-1 match.
And on the previous offensive push that the 4 Pillars had, they were able to secure both buffs, so they're very tanky.
Bao picks up the relic. Brings it in. We're under 1 minute to go. You see the yellow line in the middle of the map. That's the center line. You want to cross that line to get it closer to your opponent before time expires. That's the way to the third way to win in Breakaway. Nice dump off here to Frostalicious. Frostalicious just throws a relic up there. Hopefully Damien the Man can get there. He's unable to do it. Gets caught up in the circle of spite, but it doesn't matter because he passes up to Nibs. Nibs to Locktran.
Oh,
Locktran brings it in.
Goodness. The ball movement from these guys, fantastic.
There's Nibs. Look how happy he is. He's a happy Nibs today.
Look at this. Oh, swinging it around to Locktran.
Oh.
Bones misses his Burden of Sin. He was firing off his primary, misses Burden of Sin. Locktran able to just swing around the side for that score, putting him on. Game point yet again.
Match point again for the UCI students. No matter what we do, the devs just can't get it done.
There's one thing to say about teams. It's hard putting together an all-star team. You know why? They don't have that team synergy yet. It takes reps. They were all from separate teams. The communication is crucial to be super effective in your passing game.
And you don't have Vicious barking at everyone like you saw last week. If you want to see a coach in action, check out Jeremy Vicious, guest coach for the Cadabbles last week. This guy, one of the more animated coaches that I have seen. I haven't seen a coach like that since UX Killa was in the house.
No matter what game you play, you want a good coach, you go after Vicious.
Bones fires off both of his abilities there. You saw the Ravens come out forward. That's the Burden of Sin. You saw the Aura of Silence right after that. He did not use the Circle of Spite, so he does not get the trifecta there. But it doesn't matter because more action is happening right now with Bones picking up the relic, trying to go up against Damien the Boy. That's the purple circle of the Circle of Spite. Now all 3 are exhausted. He needs to get those back on cooldown. Again, Burden of Sin getting activated by Bones. He's going in forward now on his attack run. Does get stopped though. Nibs doing a good job being disruptive there as a healer, Mike.
He's doing a fantastic job. As a matter of fact, he's making sure that Damien the Boy can do some devastating damage, but Bones trying to do things all on his own.
Yeah, Bones unable to get that one in there. We see Frostalicious now changing momentum as the court swings all the way back to midfield. Bones with the relic tries to bring it even closer to the 4 Pillar side, but it's not going to happen right now.
He almost got wrung out. Bones trying to do his best to advance the relic forward. Frostalicious super low on health though.
You talked about it earlier today, Mike. You talked about Bones always having a scoring plan. You saw him throw down that Circle of Spite, which slowed down Frostalicious and brought his health all the way down to a fraction of life.
And he had a Curse Ward that was right there in the middle. And now here we see some plays. Can Butterbeanie make a play? No, she gets stopped by Locktran.
Yeah, we see, here comes Drillhouse though. Dumps it to Butterbeanie. Butterbeanie gets stopped in action. You saw it happen. You saw the Aura of Silence getting activated by Bones, but it was just a fraction too late, and the devs weren't able to capitalize. Here comes Bones on his own. He does get stopped. Very low on health is Bones. He's forced to retreat it. Is he gonna stick and fight? Nope, he's gonna back it up. As we see the Dev All-Stars just getting stopped on that push. They cannot capitalize. To your point, Mike, This is the problem with an All-Stars team. They just haven't had time to work together on this. Their coordination is just not there right now, whereas the UCI guys, these guys are playing on point.
Oh, their accuracy is getting better. Their teamwork, communication. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're doing fantastic work. Look at Damien the man pushing things.
Bones getting some help from that healing shrine. You see Bao getting in the mix now. Bones, Bao, who's going to do it for you? Here comes Bones, right up the middle. Bones, bam. That's why you play Corinne, buddy.
The crafty veteran, he saw it laying on the ground there, that nice little fumble. Oh, you don't want this? I'm going to take it in for the score. Look at that relic dash right up the middle.
Yeah, Bones, nicely done, sir.
Things are starting to tighten up, Sil.
It's all come down to this. Whoever will win this round will take home the Encore prize.
The hearts and minds of everyone on stream with this win right here.
The
Don't disappoint the children, Bones.
The dev team has a chance to redeem themselves. Butter Beanie, all serious. We haven't seen Butter Beanie smile, I think, all night here on Throwdown Thursday. The focus is ridiculous. I don't know if we can pull up a Butter Beanie pip, but man, she is like completely intense, locked in completely. As we're down to 3 minutes and 44 seconds, we'll determine the fate. Will the devs be able to get one win here in Throwdown Thursday tonight? Or will the UCI destroyers, known as the Four Pillars, take all 4 wins?
And look at Damien the man's life bar, all those pips. He is so tanky. Full tier armor, full tier additional health. It's going to be hard to kill him. You need to CC him, which Bones has been pretty effective at doing, and you need to work your relic magic with your passing and some of these slides. Let's see it happen, Bones.
Here comes Bones, up right side, dash to the right. Does get stopped. Got Damien the boy now to worry about. Bones forced to escape, but he's got that healing shrine nicely placed by Butter Beanie, just in the nick of time to save Bones. Healing shrine's gonna get sacrificed, but I think that was a good move.
You know, Damien the boy says, "Who wants to come play with me?" Oh, Bones wants none of that.
Did you see that? Look at that. That relic is in baiting position. Bones was like, I'll try it. No! Oh! Bones takes the bait and he takes a drink, too.
He sleeps with the fishes tonight, Don Corleone.
All right, here comes Bao with the relic. Nibs able to sneak it. And now you got Locktran just running some good guarding. Uses Barrage there to stop Bao. But Thrillhouse coming up with the relic. Into the hands of the Frost Delicious. Here comes Bones, though. Bones on the offensive, going right side. Bones throws it up there to get closer. Gets picked up by Locktran on second attempt. Butter Beanie! Butter Beanie! She does it! There's that smile. Butter Beanie bringing the mix in there. The dev team gets their win. Victory is made on the development side. They have won this Encore match, proving once again, while the dev team, it may take a little bit, they will come out on top at the end, or we will keep playing games until they do. All right, well, this has been an action-packed Throwdown Thursday. You've got to witness the new Shrine of Oros, the new UI. Once again, you've seen the Four Pillars in action. This is definitely a team to beat. And well, Mike, next week, they will face their final exam.
Very exciting next week.
You want to talk about these stats real quick before we get into that?
Before we go into that, we're seeing lots of kills that came in from Frost Delicious. He was on fire practically the entirety of that match. He did an amazing job of just rushing people down. But nice to see some life out of the devs right there at the end to secure a win.
A win. But it was the last win, and that's what matters.
That is. But the UCI team, the Four Pillars.
The Four Pillars have been the four horsemen of the apocalypse here on Throwdown Thursday. We have seen them time and again just lay waste to anyone who faces them except last week. But let's not talk about that. But next week, the Four Pillars face their toughest opponents yet, because we have pulled out all the stops courtesy of John Pan. Echo Fox will be in the mix, and the Four Pillars will go up against a professional esports team in Breakaway right here on Throwdown Thursday. And we hear, Mike, there may be a special guest watching this match as well.
Rumor has it that a certain NBA All-Star might be watching as well live here in the Dome. There it is. Rick Fox coming to Throwdown Thursday to witness the Four Pillars take on his Echo Fox team.
in Breakaway. You can check that action happening next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, live here on twitch.tv/playbreakaway. Follow us for all the action and the updates. Hit up all of our social channels, youtube.com/playbreakaway, Facebook playbreakaway. It's at playbreakaway on Twitter. And, of course, you are already on Twitch. Make sure you smash that like button, give us the heart, follow us on Twitch and all of our channels. And don't forget, the alpha is now available. All you got to do is go to playbreakaway.com, sign in with your Twitch ID. If you don't have one, you can create one right there. And you can download the Twitch app. And from the Twitch app, you can download Breakaway and play it all weekend long. You going to play the alpha?
Of course I am. And I want to play it with you.
All right. The servers are live now. For all of us here at Amazon Game Studios, I'm Mr. Sill.
And I'm Berserker Mike.
We will see you guys next week.